Hi guys! Have you ever wondered why love feels like a complicated market sometimes? Why may mga player at may mga investor? Today, we are diving deep into the economics of love. We are using the simple graph para maintindihan natin ang mga dating dynamics natin. Ito ang main idea. Ang price natin dito is yung interest of the target. Kung gaano kanila kagusto. And ang quantity is yung quantity of love na binibigay natin, which is, for example, yung time and attention natin. But first, tignan muna natin ang demand curve. Ito yung side ng taong gusto mo. Sinasabi nito ang fundamental truth. The more available you are, the less valuable you often seem. It's the classic economic principle of diminishing returns. Look at the top left area. Kapag maliit lang ang quantity of love mo, yung tinatawag nating hard to get scenario, ang interest of the target nila sobrang taas. Yan ang scarcity principle at work. Kapag rare ang product, nag-spike ang demand. That's why we say, love is in high demand. Pero look what happens when we go to the bottom right. Kapag sobra-sobra na ang binibigay mo, you reach saturation. Ito yung throwing yourself at the person. Walang kahirap-hirap makuha, kaya bumababa ang interest of the target nila. Nag-e-expect na sila kaya yan, he loses interest. Ang lesson, wag mong gawing common commodity ang sarili mo. Ngayon naman, tingnan natin ang supply curves. Ito yung strategy mo. Kung gaano ka kawiling mag-invest. First, supply curve. The withheld strategy. Ito yung diskarte ng mga naglalaro. Sadyang nagtitipid ka sa love, sa attention, at sa time, kahit alam mong mataas ang demand nila. Ginagawa mo yan para tumaas lalo ang interest nila. It creates a market imbalance that feels exciting. It gives you leverage, pero again, it is not sustainable. It's a temporary fix, walang permanenteng relasyon ang nabuo sa fear of scarcity. Second supply curve, the oversupply strategy. Ito naman yung madalas nating ma-experience, lalo na kapag in love tayo sa tao. Ito yung oversupplying. Binibigay mo lahat ng time mo, effort mo, kahit mababa na ang interest nila sa'yo. You are basically subsiding the relationship. You are investing heavily in a market that doesn't value your product. Ito yung tinatawag na bad investment sa love. Ito yung toxic cycle. The more you give, the more they withdraw. So ano ang goal? Ang goal natin ay ang equilibrium point sa gitna. Sa economics, ang equilibrium is the best possible price for both buyer and the seller. Sa love, it means the amount of affection you are willing to supply and is exactly balanced by the amount of interest they demand. Dito sa equilibrium, both parties are equally invested, equally happy, and the relationship feels attainable and stable. Walang pressure to chase, at walang need to play games. It is a relationship based on mutual sustainable value. So what's the big picture? Huwag mong gawing manipulative ang supply mo at huwag mong gawing cheap ang demand mo. Hindi ka dapat nagtitipid para lang magka-interest sila. At hindi ka rin dapat nagbibigay ng sobra-sobra para lang manatili sila. Ang true equilibrium in love happens when you find a partner whose natural demand curve for you intersects with a healthy, sustainable curve from you. Walang nagpapanik, walang nag-aaksaya ng feelings. That's stable, mature, and real love. Thank you. That is the economics of love.